Yes, because in France we have this republican, as I said, civic republican model or ideology. The concept of equality we have over here is very different from the concept of equality we can find in the United States. Because people, citizens here, are not conceived, and they didn't conceive until recently of themselves as member of this or that community before being members of the public community, which is the citizenship. In other words, a French citizen is not an Arab hyphenated citizen or Greek hyphenated citizen or Greek Orthodox or Catholic or whatever, except, apart from being French. He's a French citizen, and that's it. That's, of course, the official civic republican ideology, which is very different from the United States, where people can be citizens, but also by being members of, by belonging to a ethnic, religious, national, racial, gender community. This is not the case in France. That's why we didn't have any affirmative action or preferential treatment programs, as of course the United States have since the late 1960s. Even though the social problems we have with several racial minorities or religious minorities are extremely severe, and they're becoming more and more difficult to handle, the official ideology says that they are French citizens like everyone else, so that they don't have a right to preferential treatment. And of course the result is that many members of certain minorities in France are really underrepresented in many places of authority, like in the public sphere or in the business community, or in few members of minorities in these contexts. Now things are changing slowly in France. Some ministers of this government broke the taboo, if I can speak like that, and started speaking about reverse discrimination or affirmative action programs that should be enacted in order to boost the members of these communities and to create role models for younger members of this community. And there's a big debate right now in France, but as far as legislative or administrative programs are concerned, we do not really have any of them yet. The concept of equality, thus in one word, is very different. It is highly undifferentiated, abstract notion of citizenship in France, whereas in the United States, it has to do also with the belongings and the origins of a certain, of a person. And it also has to do much more with substantive equality, equality of outcome.